Anyway, we'll do Dr. Piss Inspect now, okay? God damn you. God damn you all, dude. I don't want to I don't give a shit about Dr. Disrespect at all. And all you are going crazy over it. This dude has 200,000 viewers
want to
right
report
now.
anything to Twitch. But this ex-Twitch partner manager encourages the user and even directs them to file a report directly with Twitch,
don't know,
even though the user told them
Kid
clearly
Inspect.
that we never physically met anywhere and that no photographs were exchanged. On June 24th, 2020, Twitch's special operations team receives and reviews the user's report. They find no issues and determine that it did not warrant any further escalation to Twitch's law enforcement response team. That would have been the end. That should have been the end.
Bro, how are you going to wear your fit while you're trying to defeat the allegations that you yourself put out there?
No further action will be taken, so what does he do? He personally escalates the report to a friend on the Twitch's LER team. The LER team, remember, that's Twitch's law enforcement response team.
All of this.
He escalates the report to a friend on Twitch's LER.
Let the record show that although you mocked this man, he got the fucking bag and you didn't respect. Okay, shut up.
On June 25th.
All of this is literally on the eve of him being like, yeah, I tried to fuck a minor. Who gives a shit? Like, that's
with
crazy.
His director of the LER team. Mind you, this director.
This entire conversation is about him
and does not have
being
access
found
to their
out.
computer or work files. Let me just remind you, I went through a multi-year, big-time arbitration, okay? And, you discover a lot of stuff. Mind you, this director is on vacation at that time. The LER analyst cherry picks and sends a few targeted excerpts out of context from the whisper messages to this director. Now, if you do this, you can make anyone's messages look inappropriate, even when they aren't. Within less than 1 hour, this LER analyst and his director have made the decision to suspend me from Twitch. Twitch submits a report to NCMEC. You guys all read those little articles, huh? The NCMEC.
Bro saying Twitch he put minor in there to bait journalists is so funny for defamation.
Guess what?
Which is hilarious because, dog, that's not how defamation works, dumbass. If you say that you inappropriately texted minors and journalists report on it, there is no defamation suit that you can work with.
Twitch's report to law enforcement. Mind you, the same people that made this decision admit internally that the messages did not constitute sexting. The same people that made this decision at Twitch admit internally that the messages did not warrant any child sexual abuse material charge. Twitch makes this decision to terminate my contract and ban me while admitted they did not perform any legal analysis of whether the messages exchanged were illegal in any way.
Are you afraid of getting sued
Twitch
by
makes
him?
this decision to terminate my contract and ban me while admitting that they never investigated the age of consent in the jurisdiction where the user's messages were sent and received. Twitch makes this decision to terminate my contract and ban me without ever interviewing me.
He said they didn't look at the age of consent
any other
in
third party, including the partner manager.
He hit the Monty. He hit the Monty. He said age of consent in the jurisdiction, as in like, oh, it was. Hey guys, it's not about federal age of consent, okay? It's like every state has a different age of consent law.
I'm not going to get into every detail regarding my legal case. But these former Twitch employees that claim to have firsthand knowledge, they just don't have a clue. They didn't report any facts.
Bro said there's a loophole.
The judge in the case determined that the whispers were not illegal. So then why did Twitch use these messages against me? Why did Twitch treat the doc so differently from their other streamers? I mean, outside of the obvious. I mean, just take a look at me. Right? Unfiltered. The realest motherfucker in this industry.
Dude, you're literally dressed up.
Gorgeous. Successful college degree, college athlete, bourbon business, gaming student.
How are you doing a character in the midst of being...
And trust me,
like, in the midst of, like, allegations, I'm losing my mind, bro.
A husband and father. And to get where we're at today. I mean, I'm in such a good place today. And all these people, they all act like they're just so perfect. I'm not perfect.
This is madness. Actually madness.
I don't claim to be perfect. Sometimes I do. But I also didn't do all the shit that they're saying I did. But then that doesn't make a story, right? They wanted media attention. The media wants controversy. And by sensationalizing all of this with big, inaccurate headlines like sexting and sexually explicit, you all got what you wanted at the expense of the tube time. The reality is, they wanted to cut down the doc. Plain and simple. Take a look at some of these horrendous acts of Twitch streamers that were never banned. I've got some examples right here. Example number one.
Am I going to be on this?
A streamer that frequently used the N-word while publicly streaming, which constitutes a violation of Twitch's policies if accompanied by hateful intent. Twitch scheduled a meeting with the streamer to ascertain his intent to determine whether his conduct was a violation of Twitch's policies, ultimately determining it was not a breach of Twitch's policies. Why wasn't I called into a meeting? Why wasn't my intent taken into consideration, champs? Example number two.
You think he's reading or riffing?
Streamer was reported for discussing doing things with deceased animals and discussing pedophilia, all while live streaming. Never suspended, but instead given a multi-million-dollar contract. Example number three.
Who the fuck is
Streamer
that?
was reported for a sexually explicit stream involving children and telling children to send Snapchats of them playing with themselves.
That?
Never suspended, but instead given a multi-million-dollar contract.
Who are these people? Hey, yo!
It's so obvious that certain Twitch executives, employees involved had personal biases against the doc and used all of this as an opportunity to terminate my contract. Go back and look at the timing of all this,
that's
too.
insane.
The doc's termination lines up with two preferable, profitable, and expensive streamers leaving Mixer as soon as Twitch knew that Mixer had failed. And go look at the timing.
If the N-word
These other
mentioned is Kai,
expensive
that's
streamers
crazy.
needed a new streaming platform.
Twitch didn't ban a black streamer for using the
To
N-word
terminate
is
the
like
tube
an
time.
insane fucking thing to say. I doubt that he means Kai.
See, I
There's
shouldn't
no
even
way,
be
right?
banned from Twitch.
They're after me because I'm a straight white guy.
It has affected us on so many levels. Back in 2020 and now in 2024. And Cody, Connors, I just have to say it again. Why would you do this? Like I said, this was handled professionally years ago. No fucking wrongdoing.
By the way, the reason why I was not
because of
mentioned
you,
in
Cody?
this is because Twitch bans my ass more than anybody else.
We just lost. Man. Unfortunately, we have to lay off people from Midnight Society.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, it's everyone else's fault and not yours for trying to fuck minors.
Because of
You're
you,
right.
Cody.
That's crazy. He's blaming. Dude, that is insane, dude. That is an insane thing to say. Oh, my God. Yo, streamers have too much power. Streamers have too
through all
much
this,
power.
We are where we are.
Midnight dropped to you, brother.
like a
What are you
fucking man, I'll
talking
accept it.
about? Were you banned for 9/11?
But I don't accept
Yeah,
to
of
sitting
course
quietly
I was.
by and let these idiots attack me with false accusations. No. For all these doc haters out there, too, oh, man.
Dog,
The ones
you
that-
admitted to inappropriately texting a minor. What the f is this entire
can't understand that
conversation?
mindset. Care less. We've always stayed in our lane. But somehow, some way, these people, they just get in our lane. For all you doc haters, I'm sure you'll dissect all of this and still find a way to publicly criticize me. Do what you need to do. I'll say this isn't for you. This was for my team today, my community, my friends, La Familia that have supported me. And I'm not denying the exchange of whispers, champs. I'm not denying that to all of you out there. It looks bad. I have no way of knowing if the Twitch user thought our exchange of whispers was inappropriate. If it was, I apologize. All I know is that I never did what Twitch, Cody Connors, or the public is claiming that I did.
But wait, what? Wait, his angle is literally, yeah, I tried to fuck a minor, but like it wasn't illegal technically, even though it was, but it wasn't illegal enough for there to be like, it warrant a criminal prosecution.
Trust me, I have more. I haven't disclosed.
Also, other people also have done awful things.
I just want to get back to what we do best. put on a show, and climb our way to the tippity top of the mountain, man.
His argument is literally, I wasn't criminally charged for it. Yeah, there could be a litany of different reasons as to why there was no criminal prosecution beyond this. There are literally kick streamers right now that are targeting minors and collecting CSAM, and they're not legally prosecuted. That doesn't mean that they're not doing that. That's number one. And number two, a platform's responsibility to stop further predation of minors is obviously going to be significantly different than like what warrants a criminal prosecution. It doesn't have to get to that criminal element for a platform to understandably say, one of our largest fucking streamers that we've given multiple millions of dollars to was trying to fuck a minor at TwitchCon.
We show the message, release the messages.
We don't think this is a good idea. We're gonna fucking perma you.
What are we in second grade?
Oh, he's also refusing to leak the messages because he doesn't want to show them because obviously they're fucked up. Where's the chat? What is the chat saying? Chat summary. Viewers are expressing their support for DrDisRespect and expressing excitement about his return to streaming. Many are calling for him to sue for defamation and are critical of other streamers who turn their backs on him. A few viewers are critical of DrDisRespect. All right, let's start from the jump because I don't
know anything about it.
Basically, all you got to do is jump off the diving board, lean back, cover your eyes, and just kind of arc your lower back just a little bit.
What are we in second grade? I would like to be in second grade. So let me explain a couple things. Let me explain. To be fair, I did see quite a few people earlier saying he already admitted to it. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with what's going on, this was one of the largest content creators on Twitch, very famous for a litany of different controversies, most of them involving him cheating on his wife, one of them involving him inappropriately filming inside of a bathroom at E3, I believe, or was it TwitchCon? Anyway, he's been banned a bunch of times for a bunch of different things. Overall, he unceremoniously, out of nowhere, in a very weird time for Twitch, when there was like a string of Me Too allegations happening in the streaming space, when Twitch had released a statement saying, hey, if there's anyone you want to report, if you've ever been like predated on, you know, no holds barred, please let us know. And right around that same tweet, during the string of Me Too allegations happening in the Twitch sphere, he just gets banned out of nowhere. And this becomes a major controversy. It's one of the biggest mysteries in the streaming space of all time. This was a couple years ago. Now, all of a sudden, a couple months prior to now, one of the former Twitch employees comes out and is like, yeah, that motherfucker got banned because he was trying to fuck a minor, okay? Fuck him and all of his homies, right? Fuck him and all of his homies. Then everybody starts reporting on it. They're like, oh my God, turns out, yeah, he was actually trying to fuck a minor. What the hell's going on? So here's the deal. Even when that originally started, like all this controversy and shit, like I personally was like, listen, we don't know yet. We don't have enough detail. We don't have enough evidence. And then, well, I didn't have to say that any longer because he came out with a long ass effort post being like, yeah, I tried to talk to a minor inappropriately. What of it? He just came out and admitted it. And then he just fucked off for like a month. As a 35-year-old man at the time, now he's like 40, but as a 35-year-old man at the time, he was in the whispers of Twitch of a minor trying to cheat on his wife with a minor. These are things that he fucking admitted to. He said he's, you know, inappropriately talked to a fucking minor. The minor, obviously, years later, reported that fucking conversation to Twitch. And Twitch banned him when they found out. They were like, this is crazy. Boom, banned. Yeah, also, the original employee didn't even say DrDisRespect by name. The original employee was like, yeah, that motherfucker, yeah, he was like, oh, that motherfucker got banned for being a pedophile, like trying to fuck a minor or whatever, right? I stand by my reporting 100%, says Slasher. No, I get it. You know, I don't have any issues with you have evidence? Dog! What do you mean, do I have evidence? Look in front of you. Are y'all fucking delusional? He literally said, were there Twitch whisper messages with the individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. That is crazy, bro. Okay, we are now officially reaching new levels of insanity. Okay, we're reaching new levels of like, I never really thought in big old 2024 we would have motherfuckers that reversed back beyond like caveman shit. Okay, I used to joke, I'd be like, oh dude, you got real peasant brain, like you're like, oh me lord, you deserve all the grain, me lord. Motherfuckers are now literally like inventing fire stage at this point, okay? Brains have been completely fucking flipped. Dog, he admitted it. What do you mean? What's the evidence? Are you a baby? Do you not have object permanence? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Did you just hit a reset? You saw Doc and you were like, fuck, man, I forgot everything. Okay? I forgot everything. What the hell? Which is what's crazy about the situation. He fucking said, were there Twitch whisper messages with the individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. Okay? That's enough. That's enough. Like, what do you mean? Yeah, but can we trust it? It's his word against his word. I don't know. And then, of course, a litany of mainstream outlets obviously covered the story. Of course they did. He self-reported, dude. But now he's back. And apparently he's addressing it all. Now, this is after he originally said it was inappropriate messages, then edited to this version. Yeah, he said that he inappropriately messaged a minor in 2017. Then he deleted the word minor from his message, not realizing that when you edit a Twitter post, it still stays. Like the original fucking version of it is still there permanently. Then he edited the minor word back in. And what's crazy about that, what's crazy about all of this, okay, is the fact that he openly fucking talked about it, openly admitted this shit. And then he very predictably hit the fucking right-wing grift button when he was like, I'm gonna come back. And also they, them, haha, gender, lol. Hasan is so salty, lol. 220K viewers. Hasan could never get 220K. I mean, I have, and I could. It's also ironic because, once again, this has nothing to do with view counts, brother. What are you talking about? Why are you talking about view counts, dude? Why are you talking about view counts? You're defending a pedo. Y'all are so dumb, dude. What the f? And in terms of like suing someone for defamation, you can't do that if you fucking openly are like, yeah, I inappropriately texted a minor. Like, yeah, I did that shit. You can't do that. What do you mean? In order for it to be defamation, especially in the United States of America, there has to be an intent, malicious intent to defame, knowing full well what the truth is. You have to, without a doubt, know that this person was not a pedophile and you're still calling him a pedophile. And you have to at least, like, they have to prove that you know that he's not a pedophile and you want to call him a pedophile regardless to defame him. Okay? You can't do that when someone is like, yeah, I was trying to fuck minors. Like, you can't do that. People are crazy right now. People are way too comfortable saying some unhinged ass shit. Okay? Anyway, can you mention the dog is married and has a kid? Yes. Yeah, chatters are talking about like how Doc was 19 and the fucking victim is 17 or something and they were in high school together. Like, that's not how this is. Okay?
Proper shit.
Anyway. You can skip, he stalls for a while.
Heated pool? It is heated. Orange. I mean, this thing's a chance. Happening in Doc, what games we playing today? I got Black Ops 6 beta.
What? This motherfucker's playing Wordle? Are you kidding me?
High end reppy.
Ain't no way, dog.
Champ.
Okay. After the Wordle bit is done, he just gets into it.
Yeah, just keep ignoring the issue and putting up this act. God, I'm so concerned and worried about everyone else's problems except mine because I'm dealing with a deeper depression and I like to project. Oh, champs. A lot of people donating. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. You know?
A lot of people donating. Hey, Doc, keep up the good work. Love the. Thank God you're back. Thank God you're back. Keep up the good work, Doc. Really hate that you came out and admitted to inappropriately texting minors to fuck them at TwitchCon. You know. Love you, Doc. Love you, champ.
Are you nervous to be back? After what's transpired over the last couple months, am I excited to be back to this type of world? So glad you're back. Hey, I appreciate it, Shane. It's good to be back to a certain degree, right? We got to figure out this monetization thing. So it's September 25th.
That's a big concern for me too. Thanks, Doc.
Is basically when we can reapply for partnership on YouTube, you know? People ask, do I, now that you're not getting monetized, you're not going to be streaming ever again, or you're on YouTube, are you? There's an opportunity to reapply, right? September 25th is the date. So in the meantime, we'll do what we need to do. I enjoy my time here on YouTube. You know, we've built a nice, strong community for years. This is where we started 16 years ago, 2008, I think. I like my time here. And I like the community. We've got the best, realest gaming community, right? The Champions Club. And we've built it on this platform, and if there's an opportunity to reapply for partnership, and there's a date that's been presented to us.
Doc's chat be like, I love you, Doc. I have my own case like this. You beat it. I had a really corrupt liberal DA that pushed a harsh sentence. I'm on a list now, but glad you're back. The 2-time is back. Yeah. He's like, yeah, my YouTube channel is 16 years old, which, you know, may or may not have been the fucking age of the person that I was sending inappropriate text messages to, inappropriate whispers to.
Meantime, like we always done, we've always stayed in our lane.
As a strict utilitarian, I'm torn. On one hand, he has materially harmed children, but I have also seen 12-year-olds on Twitter say he streams saved their life. What should I do? I can't tell if you're joking or not, dude. There ain't no way. Dude, the neurodivergence is off the charts in this chat, and I also have it, so it's hard for me to like assess whether or not. Please tell me it's a joke, and I'm just not getting it.
We'll stay in our lane and continue to just put on a show. You know? For almost 4 years, champs, the public demanded to hear from the doc regarding the Twitch suspension. I guess since you all missed the point with my personal statement, maybe it's time to tell my side of the story.
Missed the point? Brother, everyone understood the point. You delivered the point. Nobody missed the fucking point. You admitted to it. What the fuck do you mean? You literally admitted to it. You admitted to it. Like, ain't nobody missed the point, bro. You copped to it. You admitted it. What are you talking about? You self-reported. What the hell's going on?
You see, there was a lawsuit pending, and as part of that arbitration, all parties were not allowed to speak publicly about the case. I respected those rules. My lawsuit against Twitch was eventually resolved, as you all know. But even then, as part of the settlement, all parties were still prohibited from speaking publicly about the case or the settlement. However, if one side violated that confidentiality, then the other side could respond. And again, champs?
Yeah, and you did, okay? And you responded, like, honestly, you responded in perhaps the worst way possible if you wanted to, like, defend yourself. You know what I mean? Because I feel like admitting to it admitting to exactly what people assumed it was is, that's it.
Again, I respected all the confidential obligations.
Yeah, also, I wonder who put the confidentiality obligations on the fucking settlement. I mean, it's a win-win for Twitch overall because they don't want to fucking have it be out there that like one of their top content creators was like trying to fuck minors using the existing product of messaging that they had created. But like ultimately, I feel like there's one party here that like genuinely benefits from it a lot more, as in they were able to go to YouTube and still not be demonetized. You know what I mean?
But apparently Twitch's own disgruntled employees didn't feel the need to abide by those same obligations. Cody Connors, ex-Twitch employee, wasn't even involved, leaks Twitch's reported reason. Years later, Cody, why do this? What was the point? This was settled professionally. And you, knowing how black and white the internet is, you decided, you fucking rat, to leak the reported reason Twitch banned me in 2020. I mean, for what, Cody?
Yeah, he's the villain in this story, actually. When I think about like a list of people who are the bad guys in this situation, the guy who, both inappropriately DM'd a minor and then openly admitted that he inappropriately DM'd a minor and got banned for it, that's probably going to be at the top of the list. I'm not going to think to myself, at least, or publicly, that the guy who leaked that detail, okay, that caused him to admit it, that caused the doc to admit it, is the bad guy. Okay? Which is funny because it's not like Cody openly said DrDisRespect did it either. You're the one who jumped on that fucking grenade. Dr. Deflect.
Why? Did you not know the repercussions from spewing lies about the two-time? Did you not know the repercussions of accusing me, Cody Connors? You see, you don't know shit, and it was obvious from your tweet. You didn't have any firsthand knowledge of my dispute with Twitch. You said that I got banned from Twitch because I was sexting a minor through Whisper's messages? Do you even know what the legal definition of sexting is? I do.
Dude, okay. Let me explain something to you, okay? The moment that you start getting into these semantics texts, okay? The moment that you start doing like, well, age of consent laws in certain states, or Romeo and Juliet laws, which are not applicable to him for the record because he was 35 at the time, or do you know what the legal definition of sexting is? Okay. That's weird. It's weird. I've only heard that sentiment uttered in defense of pedophilia by absolute fucking weirdos. Just like when you hear someone go, actually, it's a phebophilia, which is like, okay, we know what you're doing. No one is, one of the chatters said, no one is a bigger expert on what constitutes pedophilia than me. Like, unless you are literally a prosecutor specializing in sex crimes, okay, you should never say those unless you're like a therapist or a mental health specialist or a fucking prosecutor. Like, you should not be saying those words, because the moment that you're saying those words when you're in the crosshairs, you're probably in the wrong. When you say that, you're basically saying that you won't beat the allegations on merit, you beat them on technicalities. Yeah. I've done my research on pedophilia. This constitutes a different form of trying to have inappropriate and maybe sexual relations with a minor. It's different. You fucking idiot.
And yeah, I used Twitch's whispers, but trust me, I wasn't sexting anyone. You also said the word minor, Cody.
Okay. So you weren't sexting anyone. You were just, in your own admission, sending inappropriate messages to a minor, which I guess he's going to say the minor is not a minor either.
I even made sure that word was emphasized in my statement, edited, etc.
He's, bro, he's saying, oh, I just baited the entire mainstream media and everyone on the internet into assuming that I'm a pedophile because I admitted it. That's what he's saying here. Excellent fucking 5D chess move, sir.
Just to make sure these so-called journalists would pick up on it.
You are the primary perpetrator in this act. If the primary perpetrator in this act makes a statement, a public statement, that's like a PR statement as well, okay? And in that statement, they admit to it. Of course, people are going to cover it like this. What are you saying? There's only two things here, okay? Either you did it and you admitted to it very stupidly, okay? Or you didn't do it and you are
these journalists, and neither did Twitch at the time of the ban. You also tried to tell the world that I was trying to meet up with this user at TwitchCon, but you're wrong. Let's set the record straight. I never intended to meet this user ever. We never made plans to meet at...
So why were you texting her then? Why? Like, why were you using the existing Whispers product to send direct messages to this minor on your own admission, by the way? Yeah, by the way, crossing over state lines or even just traveling with the intent of fucking a person under the age of 18 is still a crime.
TwitchCon or anywhere else. And in fact, we never met in person ever. Your bullshit accusations gave false courage to other former Twitch employees to make
Dog, you admitted it. What is he doing?
shit up as well. I suspect all of you sort of planned and coordinated this attack. These big-time publications, these journalists, these...
By the way, every argument that he is presenting so far is the exact same EDP 445 defense, okay? Like, it is the exact same. The age of consent is blurry. The victim may not have been, may have been over the legal age of consent. Also, I never intended to meet with this person. I never intended, even if I were to meet with this person, I never intended to fuck this person. Like, of course, this is literally the pedo defense verbatim. This is exactly what if you ever watched a single fucking episode of Chris Hansen's show, that is precisely what the fuck they always say.
These various outlets are sort of just gossip channels now, don't you think, champs? They act like they're just gossip channels now.
What do you mean, bro? What? This is 1,000,000% a fucking relevant news story. Okay? It is. It's not like the New York Times is writing about what choice of Viper glasses you chose to wear on Monday as opposed to Tuesday. Okay? And what that implies. It's not like they're being parasocial. Okay? Doc is innocent. Oh my God, bro. There are fucking animals in the chat. They're not doing gossip. This is actually relevant news coverage at that point. Okay? It's relevant news coverage. It's also not gossip because you admitted it.
Without any real journalism and real research happening. They report on all this based on leaks from two former Twitch employees, one of whom was supposedly on the trust and safety team. If these anonymous sources worked on the trust and safety team at the time of my Twitch suspension in 2020, then you would hope they would tell the truth. But apparently that's just too much to ask. If these former trust and safety team members, and by the way, I know exactly who they are.
Asmongold's taking Doc's side. I feel like that's just bait. I feel like there's just no shot. He's probably saying some fucking center, like he's hitting a centrist position. There's no way he's like taking his side, and you're most likely fucking reading into it, and you're trying to clip something, so I react to it, and then it goes into the cycle of fucking drama. He's saying you should sue Cody. Oh, that's insane. Okay, whatever. I don't give a fuck about what Asman is saying on this issue, okay?
Actually had firsthand knowledge, then what they conveniently left out is, 1, Twitch's trust and safety team, the same employees that decided to ban me, internally admitted that the whisper messages were not sexting. And 2, Twitch's trust and safety team, the same employees that decided to ban me, internally acknowledged that the whispers did not constitute child sexual abuse material CSAM. I'll say it again. Neither I nor the Twitch user exchanged any sexual graphic messages or...
Yeah, you did not get nudes through the Whispers product. I don't even think you can get nudes through the Whispers product. CSAM is, for the record, nudes. Okay? CSAM, child sexual abuse material, is a very specific legal term. Okay? The Whispers product does not allow you to be able to exchange photos anyway. Okay? So that's number one. So he's arguing on a thing that he is incapable of doing. Okay? Like he's not even if he wanted to, he wouldn't be able to do it. This is not the point of contention. The point of contention is that you were sending inappropriate text messages, like direct messages, through the existing Twitch Whispers product at that time. Okay? Check your DMs, buddy. I just proved you wrong. Okay, good one, dude. Inappropriate text messages that he openly copped to were sent to a minor. Okay? That's what happened. You admitted that. That's what happened. It is ridiculous to act like that is not something that happened after admitting it. Okay? That is not the only way that you can engage in predatory behavior with a minor. Okay? There are many different ways that you can be predatory to a minor on direct messages. Trying to groom them and trying to meet up with them would constitute something that absolutely hits that boundary. Saying that he was not criminally prosecuted for this when there are a multitude of different reasons as to why someone might not, the victim might not, or the victim might not be interested in pursuing further litigation. Like, there are a million different reasons as to why this could not have even met the legal standard while simultaneously still being something that, of course, a platform is going to take action on.
Images. Cody Connors and these other anonymous sources are trying to paint a picture that I was exchanging sexually explicit messages and photos with this Twitch user. That never happened.
Yeah, no.
I even used...
No. They were not saying they were. I don't think anyone was saying you were exchanging sexually explicit graphic photos. Okay. They were not saying that. Okay. No, it's not Cody Codes, Cody Connors. No, they were saying that they were using, everyone, myself included. We all were judging the situation off of your own personal admission.
The word inappropriate, purposely. And look at how it's defined by everyone, champs. Huh?
Yeah, dude, you weren't talking about fucking taxes. You know what I mean? Yeah, it could have also meant the legal standard, but the alleged victim could have refused to testify, therefore making the prosecution not worth it. Exactly. I don't understand why people like Doc, Asman, etc. have such a hard time separating what is illegal from what is morally wrong. Obviously, what Doc did was wrong. Who cares if it was technically illegal? I mean, it's both wrong and illegal in this situation, most likely. So the idea that, like, just because something is illegal doesn't mean it's always followed through on in terms of the prosecution. This is another thing that people need to understand. That's number one. Number two, you're right, though. We should not be parsing through this in terms of like morality equals legality or legality equals morality. Sometimes immoral things are legal, and other times sometimes immoral things are legal. Other times illegal things are moral. So that doesn't really mean anything. You just have to look at the situation. Can it be illegal if no wrongdoing was found? Yes.
Including these defaming articles. I'm sorry, but mutual bantering with inappropriate jokes taken out of context should have never led to me getting banned.
Oh, he's giving more details that he had not actually given before. He's saying mutual bantering with inappropriate... Wait.
Purposely. And look at how it's defined by everyone, champs. Huh? Including these defaming articles. I'm sorry, but mutual bantering with inappropriate jokes taken out of context should have never led to me getting banned from Twitch in the first place. I mean, how would each of you look if all of your private DMs, your text messages, your chats were looked at, dissected, and taken out of context by someone who's deliberately trying to find something inappropriate in those words? And this is not a situation where a victim publicly accuses someone of wrongdoing. That never.
Yeah, no, they privately did. The victim privately accused you of wrongdoing. Otherwise, how the fuck would Twitch have access to the whispers like from 4 fucking years ago? They didn't like scour through all of your whispers over and over again. Something triggered them into looking into the whispers that you had with virtually every single person, or potentially just this one individual. Okay? If you're talking about like what triggered this investigation, he can say whatever the fuck he wants. He can say like, oh, well, actually, they just like personally investigated me because they hate me or whatever.
Happened here. We're talking about allegations that Twitch made against me as a half-baked reason for justifying their actions of suspending and shutting down my channel. Allegations that Twitch made without even a legal analysis of whether the whisper messages were legal. You see,
again, which he will bring up later, but like, for example, saying the N-word is not illegal, okay? It still warrants a ban, especially if you say it with a hard R. So, the idea that like, oh, like the text messages did not constitute, like did not warrant a legal, the Constitution, I mean, not Constitution, sorry, the text messages not warrant like a criminal investigation. It does not change the reality that they are perfectly valid for saying, well, we caught you fucking DMing minors inappropriately. We don't want one of our top content creators to ever do that. It's the most understandable decision ever made by a corporation, okay? I'm not exactly Mr. Defend Corporations here, but like this makes the most sense.
I engage with my community. I engage with other streamers. And through Twitch Whispers, I communicate with Twitch users. Conversations that consisted of a variety of playing games and gaming politics, content creation, random stuff. This was the extent of my whispers with this Twitch user. On June 21st, 2020.
Yeah, that's real inappropriate, man. Except none of the things that you just mentioned are inappropriate, which you also personally admitted was just banter, inappropriate jokes. That was just banter. Dude, if this was defendable, if any of his actions were even remotely defensible in this situation, all he would have to do is like reveal the fucking actual unedited whispers, right? That's all he would have to do. If it was even remotely defensible, that's all he would do. And unironically, judging by the dick riding I'm seeing from his fan base, he might actually reveal them. And even if they are completely indefensible, his audience might just go, oh, whatever. Who amongst us hasn't done that? You know, that's crazy.
My ex-Twitch partner manager learns that I exchanged whispers with the Twitch user. And I say ex-partner manager because for years, this guy didn't do anything for me, my community, or my channel. For years. I'm talking no front page love. You're talking about...
Why don't you engage with your community like him? I wonder why. Because that's fucking weird, okay? If I was just like randomly DMing people in my fucking fan base, that'd be psychotic.
About the face of the platform, right? Literally. The face of the platform. And I know Champions Club remembers this. We got zero front page love on the website. He was never on my channel. He didn't follow me on Twitter. He wouldn't even inform us about Twitch rival tournaments. We're talking about the 2-time Twitch rival tournament. Oh, I'm sorry. Would you want to play in it? We got zero support from this guy. And it was just so obvious that he carried a grudge against the 2-time. So after we signed with Twitch in 2019, we asked for a new partner manager. And just a few months later, that ex-Twitch partner manager is directly involved with getting me banned. Coincidence? Twitch. I'll repeat that sentence one more time just in case anybody missed that one. The Twitch user tells this ex-Twitch partner manager that they do not want to report anything to Twitch. But this ex-Twitch partner manager encourages the user and even directs them to file a report directly with Twitch, even though the user told him clearly that we never physically met anywhere and that no photographs were exchanged. On June 24th, 2020, Twitch's special operations team receives and reviews the user's report.
That is insane. Hey, dummy. Oh my God. Now I get it. Now I get why so many people are defending Doc. Now I understand. It's because absolutely zero people understand how these things, how these delicate matters are normally handled by professionals, adults with a conscience. If a minor is groomed and this person says like, yeah, there were inappropriate conversations happening, and then the minor also says like, hey, listen, like we didn't meet, okay? We didn't meet. I don't know. I'm not entirely certain if like this constitutes like predation or whatever. Like, yeah, the adult is supposed to be like, the adult is supposed to accurately analyze what the messages constitute and then make a decision going forward. Of course, victims are almost always afraid to speak out for a litany of different reasons, okay? Part of that is because anyone that speaks out oftentimes gets fucking shit on. This was the whole point behind like believe women. That didn't mean, you know, believe women unconditionally across the board, that women are incapable of lying like fucking Abraham Lincoln or something, okay? It just meant don't reflexively disbelieve women, because ultimately we do have as a society, we do have this attitude towards people who come out. He also openly admits it's a user report originally. So the reporting that Slasher put together seemingly is correct. Let's run that back.
But this ex-Twitch partner, nobody missed that one. The Twitch user tells this ex-Twitch partner manager.
So like, how did the Twitch user and the ex-Twitch partner manager come into contact with one another? Okay, that's the question. Which means, and this corresponds to the reporting on the matter, that obviously someone reported it. Most likely the user reported it to Twitch, but then still said like, and the Twitch user at this point is a minor. Just remember that, okay?
The Twitch user tells the ex-Twitch partner manager that they do not want to report anything to Twitch. I'll repeat that sentence one more time just in case anybody missed that one. The Twitch,
like he's making it seem like the ex-Twitch partner is the predatory person who like had it out to get DrDisRespect. He went after, like, for this to be correct, what would have had to happen is like this Twitch partner manager would have had to scour all of his like direct messages on the website to find one that is like bad enough that he even fucking recognizes as bad and said it was inappropriate messages being exchanged with a fucking minor, and then went to the user directly, a minor, and said, hey, this is bad, this is wrong, we should report this. And she's like, no, I don't want to report it, please, I love the doc.
User tells this ex-Twitch partner manager that they do not want to report anything to Twitch. But this ex-Twitch partner manager encourages the user and even directs them to file a report directly with Twitch, even though the user told him clearly that we never...
Like, the user still reported it. Like, what are you talking about?
...physically met anywhere and that no photographs were exchanged. On June 24th, 2020, Twitch's special operations team receives and reviews the user's report. They find no...
Like, what are you talking about? Like, so she did report it. She reported it.
Issues and determined that it did not warrant any...
How do we know it's a she? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if he's not saying he or she ever, I don't think. Does he ever gender the victim in this situation? Yeah, he didn't groom anyone. Twitch actually groomed her to report. I'm gripping. Yeah, the real grooming happened not when I, a 35-year-old man with a wife at this time, was inappropriately exchanging messages with a minor. The real grooming actually happened when someone who was like responsible for safety on the platform saw the messages and thought, yeah, this is really fucking inappropriate. You should probably report this.